Today there's a new power on the road. Today all eyes are on the sports car news of the decade. The first Nissan 300ZX.
Come alive, come and drive, major motion.
The V6 powered 300ZX, where art and technology intersect. Digital dash with graphic tachometer. A gauge measures acceleration in G-forces. 8-way power seat. Adjust your suspension 3 ways. Now, stand on it.
Come alive, come and drive, major motion.
From Nissan, the new 300ZX. 3 liters of V6 motion. Fuel-injected, turbo-thrusted, 200 horses strong. To snap you from 0 to awesome.
Come alive, come and drive, major motion. From Nissan.
At your Datsun dealer.
Fuel sending unit is not responding, so we're gonna dive into that. That's an easy fix. Well, I hope it's an easy fix. Fuel sending unit is right here. Y'all know that. 2 bolts here. Looks like 8 millimeters. 8 millimeter bolts. 6 of them. All right, got those out of there. All you do is pull this up. There's your fuel sending unit right here. Best thing you can do is take a pair of pliers, pull it up. Don't try to pull on the wires. They will break. There's a little plate in the middle. Pull right up on it. You got it. Just pull right up. Pull easy on it. They're very fragile. Very fragile. Go. Got that out of there. Pull that O-ring so it don't fall down in there, or not. Let it drain. Looks like somebody's been in there. That's the O-ring. Set to the side, but it's got one on it. Somebody's been into this thing. What I like to do is just unplug it here. Take this grommet loose. Pull this whole thing out of here. That way we can take it over there to the bench. See what's going on with it. These things are super easy to work on. Sometimes they can be a pain though, because if they're bad, those little soldering pieces, they're not easy to get back together. But there's a little pin down here at the bottom. Got to pull that loose. Y'all know this. Y'all have worked on these before. Well, most of you probably have. This one's got 2 in it. Never seen one with 2 in it. Why you put 2 in it? Don't make no sense. Pick. and they fly. Why they put two in there, I don't know. So they'll fly away, I guess. You just pull that out of there. That's your little metal tube. That keeps when the fuel is sloshing around, keeps that fuel gauge at a steady pace. There's your little floater thing there. Those look to be in good shape. It's probably just dirty, if I had to guess. I don't know why this one wouldn't be working. Cut that little clip right there so we can get the whole thing out of there. A little retainer. We're going to replace that with a zip tie. Just pull this thing out of here, just like this right here. Comes out easy. Clean it off. Real careful. These little connectors right here, not known, are known to be fragile. But they're all there. I don't see a break anywhere. These look good. Wires look good. Let's check the resistance. That's got good resistance. Just follow the lines down here. Should gradually give you less resistance up the line. Just follow that wire all the way to here, see if it follows to here. Got good resistance there. Follow it all the way to the plug. That green wire turns into a yellow and black. Find our yellow and black here. Or is it yellow and green? Looks like a yellow and green. So we got a yellow and green right here. Follow this resistance. Yeah. It's taking me all the way to the plug. And the red one, turns into the red one. Imagine that. Yeah, got good resistance there. Try the other side. Black turns into black. Imagine that. Yeah, got good resistance there. And I'm guessing the white turns into straight yellow. got no resistance on that. The white turns into a straight yellow. Huh. Got resistance at the solder point. Got resistance there. That's where it loses it. Oh, there's some right there. It's moving. And it loses it right there. But there's no break there. So, what do we do with that? Got any brakes in here? Don't look like any brakes in here. Wonder if they just had the all these points look good. We're gonna take a little bit of carb cleaner. We're just gonna spray it lightly and rub it just a little bit with a shop towel. No sandpaper needed. Probably take some real light sandpaper if you wanted to. But no need to upset the apple cart. Clean it a little bit. Probably all that varnish on there had it clogged up. I think we might get lucky on this one, folks. We're just cleaning it. Alright. Put this in there. I don't know, we gotta put this on first. And then put this on. And this has got 3 lines there, or no, 2 and 2, real close together. So we just got to orient this right to the way it was, and that should be like this right here. Is that right? All those points look good in there, folks. Yeah, that's right. Throw that up in there. Wipe this off real good. That bad boy back up in there. This back on there. You gotta be real careful with this. Cause you can get these, you can get the replacements for them, and I bought them. But they don't work as good. They will work, but not as good. Next thing we gotta do, we gotta find our little pins. Where the little pins go? All right, I found one. slide that back in there. These are not easy. There we go. Now, let's see if this thing moves. Yeah, it moves. All right, now we're gonna check the factory service manual, see what it says about the resistance at the plug. All right, folks, that's all it was. It just needed cleaning. You can have it out of the, just plug it up into the harness. You can watch your gauge. You have to turn the key on. You have to watch your gauge upside down, all the way full. Turn it this way. It goes to empty. All you gotta do is watch your gauge. And then when it gets below, I think it's like 1/8 of a tank, a little bit below 1/8 of a tank, it should tell you fuel levels low. So that was an easy fix. Got lucky on that one. I just put it all back together. Probably what happened, if I had to guess, whoever was messing with it before, you could see they were messing with it, didn't either they had two pins down here. Maybe that messed with the freedom of the float there. I don't know. Or maybe it just needed cleaning. I don't know. It's fixed though. I just took her out for the first time to get gas, filled it up, took the trash out. Might as well do something good with it. Runs beautiful. You can tell she's not smoking a bit. Not a bit. Only problem we had, wheel's a little bit hot. I don't know if we got a wheel bearing that's going bad or gone bad. You got a brake that's stuck in there. Not quite sure. But stay tuned, folks. She's a runner. She runs good. So see how smooth she runs. Smooth as silk. Those injectors are firing off right. No real problems that I can see right now. Battery's still charging good. She's idling at about 510, 515, which is right where we want it to be. Stay tuned. Okay, folks, so we're gonna fix that fuel leak today. We got the South Carolina credit card, also known as a siphon tube. Yep, guess where we got it from? Harbor Freight. They sell South Carolina credit cards there any day of the week. I can say that because I live in South Carolina. No offense to anybody in South Carolina. I didn't name it. It's just what I've heard. So yeah, we're just gonna take instead of fishing this down into the gas tank and try to see if we're gonna get to the bottom of it, I'm just gonna take the fuel sending unit off and get to the bottom of it. That way I ain't got to worry if the end of this tube is into the gas when I get really low. Because I want to get really almost empty so I can get below that filler neck, so I can take that filler neck off and fix it. Replace the O-ring, replace whatever needs replacing. Yep, that ain't right. So we gotta take these out one at a time. See if this thing, see what kind of seal is behind it. What kind of O-ring is behind it. Cause I don't know, I've never been into one of these.
How you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
Have a great day.
You as well. Okay, folks, we're back at it again today. What we're going to tackle today is we're going to tackle the speedometer. Had an issue when took it out on its test drive. The speedometer just automatically just went all the way up to about 75, and I was going about 20 miles an hour. So we got to fix that. So I pulled the dash cluster out. I didn't bore you with how I got it out. That's pretty tedious. I mean, it's not hard because I'm not smart. But he's just taking the stuff apart. You got to pull 2 bolts out of the steering column, let it drop down a little bit, pull the steering wheel off, and then just start taking stuff around it apart. That's all there is to it. And then you just carefully pull it out. You got to reach from behind and unplug there's like 4 electrical plugs and the speedometer cable. Basically, what's going on with this speedometer? It's a cable mechanism. It's only like 1 or 2 years that they did this. That the Z31s did this. I think it was 84 and 85. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know. But I know it was only a couple of years. After that, they went to an electronic speed sensor. It's still the same cluster, but it was an electronic speed sensor. Somebody knows. I don't know. But basically what happens is there's a little seal down at the bottom of the transmission. Supposedly that seal goes bad and the transmission fluid just creeps its way up and then floods the cluster. There's some kind of gear mechanism in there, and I don't know, I don't know. But it floods it and it makes the speedometer go crazy. So basically what I've done is taken it apart, and you gotta take this face off, which I'll show you in just a second. You gotta take the face off. Cause you gotta spray it with brake cleaner or some kind of strong solvent. If you don't take that faceplate off, well, that brake cleaner is just going to dissolve the paint that's on that faceplate, and then it's garbage. Because you gotta get a whole new one. But this is actually the replacement. I found this one on the marketplace. And guess what? It did the same thing as the old one because it had oil in there. So I pulled it apart and I was like, oh, I see what's going on here. With a little help from the Z31 forum, put the question out there and they said, oh, you got oil coming up through your speedometer cable. Thank you, Z31 enthusiast forum. That's how I learned about this. But I'm just going to show you a couple things here. And so basically, folks, what we got here, you got Lola. I'm sitting down at the table and Lola is not helping. You're not helping Lola. Say hi to the camera. Say hi. Hi. Hi, Lola. She just wants to help. All right, Lola. Okay, you gotta go. Oh, off the camera. All right, you gotta go, Lola. Bye. All right, so what we got here, this is the one of the little dials on there. They just pop off. They got 2 little clips on the back, or kind of they just clip into place. But they're very fragile. This thing's 1984 to 2020. It's 40 years old. It's brittle. So you got to be really careful getting those out. Basically, you want to take a little right hand pick and just ease it off there. Real easy. It will break. Broke. This is the original faceplate, and it had some oil on it. And if you can see what happened when you use brake cleaner to clean it. It just dissolves the paint that's on this faceplate. This is the old one. So yeah, I had to buy a replacement. Marketplace had one, found one. I don't remember what I paid for it. I think $70 including shipping, $20 shipping. But it, like I said, it had the same problem. It's pretty intense pulling it apart. There's a lot of little screws and little bitty bolts and a lot of stuff taking it apart. But I took the actual speedometer part off of it, off of the cluster, if you will. But if you look real close right here, see that spring right there? Yeah, that spring is sprung. You can't fix that. Basically, you see this drum right here? This rotates in two places. See, that rotates, and this part rotates. Well, when you turn the cable in behind it, this part rotates, and then this speedometer just spins according to how fast you're going. And I'm guessing that I don't know if the previous owner drove it too fast and pegged it out, or was spinning in the yard somewhere and pegged it out, but it sprung that spring. When that spring sprung, or spring, when you spring the spring gets sprung. You know what I'm saying? You can't spring it back. You gotta deal with what you got. So what I've done here, like I said, the little dials come off. There's two little dials, one for the odometer, or one for the speedometer, one for the RPMs. Y'all know that. Y'all know that. Anyway, this is the original. That one broke. When I was taking that one off, it had already broke, and because somebody had been in there, and they glued it back. Well, go take it off again. Guess what? It broke. And so, in between the time that I broke that and I got that, well, I lost one of the dials. So I got two speedometers here, two clusters. Supposed to have 4 dials. You got 2. One of them broke. This is the good one. They're not made of anything. They're really fragile. Like I said, you gotta really take your time, or you're gonna be buying another speedometer, or you're gonna be trying to fix one like I just did. Basically, what I got here, got a piece of baking paper. So hopefully the super glue won't stick to it. And I just got it. I tried to tape it to this flat surface. Well, you can't tape baking paper. It won't stick. So I took some magnets and kind of held it flat, because otherwise it just rolls up and you can't lay your little dial down there straight. So I put it on there, slid it together, put a drop of super glue right in that little corner right there, because that's where it broke, right there in that little corner. and we're gonna see if it holds. I don't know. But also on this particular one right here, one of the little clips, you see the little clips inside there. There's little clips on the at the 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock. There's little clips there that hold it to these little receivers right here. So one of those is broke on the good one. So guess how we're gonna fix that? We're gonna put a little bitty drop of silicone caulk. We'll get it all back together, make sure it's working. We're gonna put it on the odometer. I mean the tachometer. We're gonna put it on tachometer because the tachometer, it don't have a peg like the speedometer. So every time that it bottoms back out, it'd be putting pressure on it. Well, with the tachometer, there's no peg here. It's all clean. So that little dial is just gonna sit there and just be free and not worry about hitting the peg right there. We're gonna put the one that's one solid piece hitting the peg. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it'll work, but we're gonna try. I got another one. I got a third one. A third one on its way. So if this fix don't work, we're gonna try again. So yeah, don't use brake cleaner on the face of these things because it will completely dissolve that paint that's on there. You just use something like Windex or something mild, maybe even mild soap. Something really mild, and you don't want to scrub it much because you scrub that paint right off there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna take this face plate off. It comes off. You might have to pry a little bit around your temperature sender and your fuel sender. It'll come right off. You gotta be real careful. Like I said, it's brittle. It's fragile. It'll pop right up, and there it's like that. It's got a little cover right here. This is a light dissipator. It takes these this piece right here, these bulbs right here, these illumination bulbs. It dissipates it around the cluster there to give you a lit cluster. I'm guessing that's what it does. There's nothing structural there that it does. It just sits there and dissipates the light. So yeah. Actually, it should be. Why isn't there two there? There ought to be two there. One for each side. I don't know. Maybe there was at one point. I don't know. Alright, so now what we're going to do, we're going to try to clean up the oil that's in here. If you see the oil, there's oil all around the edges of here where that oil from the transmission fluid, oil, hydraulic fluid. You can see the stain right here a little bit. See that? That's from the oil. Somebody's been in here in this one too. You can just tell. I mean, there's telltale signs of somebody being in there. Anyway, I just set it on a book so I can set this thing flat because there's a little peg right here for the speedometer. You want to set it flat so you're not taking any chance of breaking that. And then what you're going to do is take your little pick. These things are invaluable. Invaluable. You can get them. I don't know, they're cheap. Anyway, you're just gonna ease it underneath this. There's a little piece right here. This is for your little sender idiot lights. Lift that little piece will lift up. And if you look right here, there's oil all on that thing. we gotta clean that up so you're not seeing that. And there's also oil all on the bottom side of that. See it? See it? Yeah, yeah. So just take a little bit of Windex. Just clean it up. Don't use no brake cleaner. It might not hurt these, but it'll hurt that paint right there. I guarantee it. It will dissolve it. And then you'll be hurting. You'll be, oh, why did it mess up like that? Might have to hit it a couple times to get that oil off there. Gotta clean it up. It's coming off. It's coming off. I'm not dissolving it. You might be able to use brake clean on these little things, but I wouldn't chance it. I'd rather just spend just a couple minutes, let it soak. Put a little bit on this right here. Let that soak in a minute. And go get a fresh paper towel. So yeah, just get that oil off there. And this one got a little bit of damage to the little lens right here for one of the lights. I'm not sure which one. You can see that is for the brake light. You see that right there? A little bit of damage on the oil has dissolved that a little bit. So we're just gonna clean it up as much as we can, or maybe that might be an oil stain. I don't know. I don't know. But I can't. I know for a fact I can't use brake cleaner to clean it. Y'all know it's something to clean it that won't dissolve that paint? Let me know, because I'd love to know. I don't know. Just gotta be real careful not to break that little speedometer peg off there. I can still feel a little bit of oil on there, but a little bit ain't gonna hurt, I don't guess. And then you stick it right back on there. It's got little pegs that it sits on. Kind of just holds it in place until you get it back on this, on the back side of it. And then we're just gonna turn it around. Do the same thing. Just take your little pick and just pick right up underneath it. Should come right off. This one's a little stickier, but it just peels right up. Like I said, these picks, I swear they are invaluable. There we go. Ooh, look at all that oil on there. See that? See that oil? See that? It's just caked in oil. Transmission fluid. I know it's transmission fluid. Call it oil. It's the same thing. See? See that part right there? See all that oil? Just caked in it. So we're gonna fix that. If you see right there, see what I'm using to keep the peg from getting damaged? That's my service, man. What all I did was take some packing tape, clear packing tape, just wrapped it all around there. You know those pages are gonna just get ripped off. So we'll put some packing tape on there. Clean it up, fix it up. Spray these down. Let that soak a minute. I don't know that this glass cleaner dissolves oil or not, but It ought to get it clean enough. And we got to clean up all around here. Gets most of it off anyway. So I'm gonna try to clean some of this oil residue off the front of this faceplate. But I don't know if the Windex is gonna dissolve that paint. I ain't tried it. I know the brake clean is not good for it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the old one, test it, see how that does. So yeah, we're gonna take the old one, spray a little bit on here, see if that dissolves that paint at all. At all. I don't want no kind of damage to it, because those things are real funky. And I don't want to have to buy another one. It looks like it's doing all right. No, we'll stop. Looks like it's doing all right. Not dissolving any paint. Cleaned it up okay. I don't see any paint dissolving. No, I think we're good. I think we're golden. It doesn't seem to, it's still intact. Yeah, let's do it. Take that, spray a little bit on it. Let it soak a minute. It ain't soaking into my butt. You know why. Oh yeah, cleaned it up nice. I think it got most of the residue off. But if there's a little bit left on there, it ain't gonna hurt it. So you got a little bit of discoloration right here. It's probably a little bit of Windex got stuck back in behind there again. Probably not completely dry. So we'll pick it off, pick it back off. Yeah, a little bit got back in there again. No hurt nothing. Stick it back on there. Probably the same thing on this side. Oh no, I ain't put that side back on yet, have I? Hope I got the sides right. Should only go on one way. There we go. Stick it back on the little tabs. And we're gonna set this over here and let it dry completely before we try to put anything back together. Yeah. Sit that right there, let it dry. Then we're gonna take this bad boy right here. And we're gonna clean these little edges over here because that's oil residue. We don't want that going back in there. Like I said, if somebody knows a better way to get this stuff off, let me know. Because I'd like to know. This Windex doesn't dissolve it very well, but It gets most of it off there. I think that's about got it, folks. Yep, I think that's about got it. So, next step, we'll take the blower. Y'all know what kind that is. Harbor Freight. We'll kind of just blow all that out, try to evaporate all that Windex. Then we take this face plate, put that back on there. It just sits just like that right yonder. And then you got these little 4 screws right here. Take your little magnetized screwdriver. I love these things. Look, it just holds that screw right on there. And screw right back in place. Then we just set this little bezel thing back on here and plug it back in the back. And we're gonna put these little pointer things on here and see what that does. Looks like my little thing got bent a little bit. A little peg on the speedometer. See, we got a little, it bent a little bit. That's all right, it's still there. I ain't mad at you. I was a little abusive. So now we're gonna try to put these little pointer things on here. You can see they just slip on just like that right there. And see, that one's not attached by nothing because one of the little pegs is broke on it. But it's all right. We're gonna put a little silicone on there. And this one here, this is the one that was broke. It's sitting on the baking paper. See if we can get it off without breaking it. And it looks like it's coming off. It's a little discolored, you can see, but it's there. It's glued. You see what it did to the baking paper? A little bit of the color, that's the color came off of it. That's all right. I'm okay with that. We're gonna call that sun fading. But we're gonna let that finish drying before we try to put it back on because it's still a little bit wet. Super glue doesn't set up immediately. So it says it does, but it don't. We want that to completely dry before we try to peg it on that right there. You know what I'm saying? Actually, we're gonna put this one here, because you got more strength. And this one's gonna sit right here. There, it's on there. See that? See that? It worked. Imagine that. Might even take a little bit of a magic marker and just color that one and color that one same color. Kind of like that orange right there, you know what I'm saying? Maybe color these two so they're all four the same. So let's go get a little bit of silicone so this one will stick. Silicone's a little bit thicker, and so it'll hold it in place, I think, better than the super glue. Super glue might work. I don't know. What do you think? Super glue, silicone? I don't know. All right, so folks, what I've decided to do, silicone. This is some good stuff right here. Gorilla Glue. Maximum strength construction adhesive. It's thick. And it ain't gonna come back off. But that ain't what I'm worried about. I'm worried about setting it up easily in place. So basically all I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this little peg, and if you see right here, come in here closer. If you see right here, when you put this on here, it's setting just like that right there. It's setting at 145 miles an hour. Well, I'm gonna spring it back just a little bit, rise it up over that peg. That way it'll sit right there. And if you watch it, when I pull this thing up, that little thing's gonna spring back to 145. Well, it didn't do it right. So if you watch it, I'm gonna put it on there and it's gonna spring at 145. It's gonna rest at 145. So I'm gonna turn it back, raise it up over the peg, set it there. All right, dog, it didn't do it. So it's gonna sit just like that. That's pegging out 145. We're gonna turn it back, rise it up over the peg, and it's gonna sit there. See it? See it? Now watch what happens. I'm gonna pull it up. You watch the little peg underneath there. Just watch it. See it go back? So it'll be sitting just right. And hopefully, you hear the key word there, hopefully, it'll be the right speed. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take just a little bit, just a little. We're just gonna squeeze just a hair out of there. Get a little bit right on the tip. See it? See it? Yeah, see it? Just a little bit. Don't even need that much. Take the pressure off up. We're gonna put just that little bit right there. See it? Just a little bit. It don't take much. We're gonna set that on there at 145. Oh yeah, she's sitting in there. See, it's just sitting just right there. And it's trying to ooze out just a little bit. Maybe we got too much on there. We might have just a little bit too much on there. Yeah, I think we got a little bit too much in there. It's all right. Take pull just a little bit out. Take your pick. Get some of it out of there. Because we don't want it spilling over and locking it down. Then we've wasted our time. You got put it on there. You can kind of feel it click. And you're gonna run it back over the peg. Just set it right there. We're gonna let it sit right there for a few hours. I gotta go to the eye doctor. I'm gonna recheck some glaucoma. What happens when you get old? They want to check in. I know I can't see, so we'll see if we got some glaucoma developing in there. Anyway, so we're gonna let that sit for a few hours. And hopefully nothing oozes out. I'm sure it won't. It's pretty thick stuff. That's why I wanted it thick, so that it doesn't ooze out. And see if we can't find some orange magic marker. When that dries up, just color just the top of it. All 4 of them, so they match. Yeah. When we get back, we'll put it back together, put the little shield back on there, and we're just gonna set it in place and plug the little cable up, and see if it works. I'm gonna stop by the O'Reilly's, get some more brake cleaner and a couple turn signal bulbs. Probably stop by the Harbor Freight, get me an array of O-rings. Because we're gonna pull that bottom cable off, replace that O-ring, and we're gonna pull that cable out of there, wash some brake clean down in there, and wash that cable out, and then put that cable back down in there. And not the covering, just the cable. We're gonna pull that cable out of there, so we ain't gotta try to fish that thing back up in there. I think that'll work. We're gonna find out. That super glue will be dry when I get back. That silicone will be mostly dry when I get back. Or mostly dry by the time I test it anyway. Takes a couple of hours. I didn't even read the instructions on it. Should work. Okay, folks. Back from the eye doctor. It's all good. Good checkup. Nothing to report. Not that anybody cares. Eyesight hadn't changed. You still can't hardly see, but oh well. It is what it is. Okay. We're dry. See right here? Drops back down to 0. Not hitting the peg. Here's our speedometer. Going right back down to the peg. And before, when I took this little bit right here and put it into the speedometer cable in the back, I could turn it counterclockwise, spin it counterclockwise with my hands, and it'd get up to about 45 miles an hour. Not even registering now. Put it in the drill. Reverse. There she goes. That's full speed on the drill. 85. That's about right. I hope. We'll find out. So we're gonna put the lens back on it, and we're gonna set it in there and hook the speedometer up. Jack up the back and let it just spin. See what it does. That's all I know to do. Oh, before that, we'll pull that speedometer cable out. Wash it out. Picked up some brake cleaner. Brake cleaner's $4.99. Carb and choke cleaner's $7.99. Brake cleaner was on sale for $2 for $7. What's the difference in carb cleaner and brake cleaner? Somebody explain it to me. I don't know. A lot cheaper. Does the same thing. I'm going with the brake cleaner. Also picked up these at the Harbor Freight. The nitrile O-ring set. Says resistant to heat, high, low temperature, air, water, petroleum products, mineral oil, hydraulic fluids, natural gases, kerosene, silicone fluids, and non-aromatic fuels and solvents. That's what we want. Also, includes 18 of the most commonly used metric. You see that? Metric. They had SAE. Japanese use metric. Everybody knows that. Just want to make sure if you're doing this project, make sure you're getting the metric ones from Harbor Freight. They're the same price as the SAE. And they might be the same sizes. I don't know, but it says metric, so that's what we went with. Okay, folks, this is what we're looking at on the inside of the car. You can see right there, see the little cable. That's your speedometer cable. You see right here, that's your little clip right there to hold it on there. It just does this number right here. Just unclip it, stick it in the back there, clip it and unclip it. It's pretty easy. This is easier to get on and off than the actual plugs themselves. But we're gonna pull that speedometer cable out of there, shoot the brake cleaner down in there, and it's gonna come out the bottom, and we're gonna put it in a clear container so you can see exactly what it looks like coming out. But you can see right there, that's pretty oily right there, around there. So there's been some oil creeping up. I don't know how much oil is required. If that cable needs oil on it or not, I don't know. I'm gonna look in the factory service manual and I will get back to you.
And wanna hate this, show up, escaping.
remarkable. Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
Pretty loose there. So I'm pretty sure that's the culprit. It's got to be the culprit. That's the only one it could. I'll probably go ahead and replace this one if I got one that size, which I probably do. But I got to get that little gear out of there first. All right, we're gonna try this again today, folks. The last speedometer rounds I went with this thing, it didn't work. So I'm about to pull it out again and see what I can do with that speedometer. It's turning now, but it's still doing 95 miles an hour going 5 miles down the road. So also got another little toy here. One of my subscribers said that the audio wasn't very good on this, so I'm getting ready to hook this up. It's an external microphone. We're gonna see if it works, see if it sounds better. You guys tell me. I'm getting ready to hook it up, and we're gonna try it. Okay, well, just stand by on the new microphone test. Apparently, you gotta charge it. So what we're gonna do, we're going in here, we're gonna pull this dash again. I didn't completely hook it up, so it should be fairly easy. Just got to pull two plugs out and slip it out again, then we're going to take it inside, take it apart, try to clean it again. It's a little bit chilly out here today, so we're going to take it inside and do it on the island. Make it a little bit easy. I can sit down easy. Well, I'll show you all what I'm doing. It should be pretty easy. But yeah, let's get started on that. Alright, so we got it all here. Just gonna do the same thing I did last time. Just start taking it apart. And we're gonna try it one more time. If it ain't this, not sure where to go after that. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to get back to the back side of this, the actual, it's actually a magnetic system where you got one drum here that's turned by the speedometer cable. You got another drum that's inside of it. I don't know, hey, another drum that's inside of it. And this drum right here spins. And this magnetic drum right here spins at a slower speed, obviously, than the cable. But I don't know what the ratio is, but apparently getting transmission fluid up in there messes it up. Gets the ratios off. You know, Horatio. A little poor Horatio. You ever watch Andy Griffith? Poor Horatio. I don't know. You young guys, you don't know what I'm talking about. You older guys probably not even watching this show, so that's probably just a joke lost on everybody. I don't even know why I told the joke, but we'll go with it. But yeah, take this off again. Try not to break anything again. That one came off. I'm gonna take this back side off again. I won't bore you with all of it. Alright, got this apart. Now what I want to do is take this unit out right here, which comes off from the back side, and then I'm going to carefully try to pull it out of there without breaking anything, which probably not going to be able to do, but well, maybe. There looks like to be only one electrical connection. Maybe we can get it out of there, get it off that card in the back, you know, the 1984 electrical card, which is actually printed. Huh. Yeah, so we're gonna try to do that. Ah, see that? See that right there, folks? See it? See all that grease in there? That's the culprit right there. That's transmission fluid. So if that grease is right there, means it's coming from right there. Or actually on the back side. You see those two drums there that I was telling you about? There's a copper one, copper looking one. That's actually the magnet. There's a magnet on the other side of that copper plate. And then there's a regular drum right here that spins. That spins right there from the cable, from the cable coming from the transmission. So when that spins, it spins. You can see it. I'm gonna spin this with my finger. You can see that copper drum spinning as well. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that or not. But you see that? And this, I don't know, like I said, I don't know what that ratio is, but we're gonna clean it out and see if we can help it out. I don't know that we can, but we're gonna certainly give it a try. Yeah, that's what we're gonna try to do. Okay, so we got it apart here. This is the culprit right here. Now you watch, folks. Watch this little watch the drums. You see them? And if you look closely, you can see the little speedometer thing. Well, what's happening is this drum is turning at the same speed as this magnet. Well, it shouldn't be doing that, because you know how fast that transmission spins. And so this drum needs to turn significantly faster than this drum. So we're gonna go outside and clean it out with some something, brake cleaner or carburetor cleaner or something. Then we're gonna come back in here and we're gonna see it again, see how it turns. Okay, so brake cleaner's the winner. And if you do this right, so brake cleaner's the winner. If you do this right, you can kill your weeds. If you do this right, you can kill your weeds at the same time. So I got some weeds growing up in the yard here, so we're gonna kill two birds with one stone. Weeds are gone, grass is dead. What more can you do? What I meant to say was, weeds are gone, dead, and the grease is gone. I think I said, weeds is dead, and the grass is gone. We didn't have no grass, just had weeds. But the grease is gone, so we'll see. Oh, let's see if this does it. And no. They're still turning at the same speed. I guess they're turning at the same speed. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. I think we might have some success, folks. Watch this. Watch, it's not turning as fast. Now see, you turn it, and it just gives a little nudge there. Let's put this on the drill. Maybe that'll give us a little bit more accurate reading. So I got a T10 star bit. It's not square like the speedometer cable, but it'll fit in there, and it'll tell us what we need to know. We'll just put that little bit in the drill. Run the drill backwards. You gotta run it backwards, that's the way it turns. I think we got success, folks. Watch it, see? Yeah, I think that's got it, folks. I think we need to give that a shot. We're gonna do a little mock-up, because I got an extra one of these right here that's all messed up. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slice it right here. And I'm gonna screw this faceplate, half of this faceplate, onto just this part right here. And that way we can test just this part right here. And we'll put the car in gear and put the little pointy thing on there, and we'll see if that does it. Hope it does it. Hope I don't tear something up. Hope I don't tear this up. This is the last one of these I got. Yeah. I don't know of anything that could go wrong. I mean, what can you think of anything that could go wrong? Let's try it. So what we got here is we got the bad faceplate. You see all the runs in. This is one I was telling you about that I messed up. So we're gonna take this. We're basically gonna cut it in half. Razor blade. Score it a couple times. Give it a weak point. Should snap right in two. Yep, there it goes, right on the line. So, we'll take this, take half our faceplate. We're gonna bolt this to it, or you remember the little screws? They screw to it. Which way does this go? Goes like this right here, don't it? Yeah. 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 Put those little screws in there. There's one. I love these magnetic screwdrivers. I don't know why. They used to make all screwdrivers magnetic. Chinesium, no. Since the advent of Chinesium, they're not all magnetic. Most of them are not magnetic at all. So remember, gotta be real careful with these. We're gonna put our little pointer on here. Real careful, because these things are super fragile. See it? Pop right back down. Super fragile. Now we're gonna go outside. That way we can just ease that up in there, plug it in, start the car up, put it in gear, see where it takes us. Right? Is it gonna work? I think it will. All right, so we're back out here. We're gonna jack the back end up here, and we're gonna give it a shot. Battery's probably dead. I might probably have to put the charger on. So if you see a wire there, you'll know why. So yeah, we're just gonna kind of guess as to where to put this. Educated guess. Maybe not. Right there, yeah. Get the wheels up. Yep, they're both off the ground. And you know, we gotta go safety first here at Flippin' Z's. We're gonna put our wheel chalk underneath the front wheel so it don't try to roll on us. They sell these wheel chalks at Harbor Freight. They're not in the wheel chalk section though. They're in the hammer section. But they're the best wheel chalks because they ain't gonna roll. Don't take my word for it though. Don't blame me if something goes wrong. So now we come in here, see how easy this is? We just stick this in here, plug in the back of it. And latch it. You ain't gotta fight it like we did the whole thing, we just wanna test it. And of course it's not gonna go on there just easy. There we go. No, it ain't. I don't know if it's on there. Feels like it's on there. Alright. Can you see it, folks? Should be able to see part of it. Is it gonna crank? Probably not. What'd I tell you? Gotta hook the battery up. And you ask, why not just jump it off Goldilocks there? Well, then I have to lift the hood on Goldilocks, go to my truck, get the jumper cables, unroll it out of the bag, hook it up, start her up. She'd be making a whole lot of noise so you couldn't hear me, so it's a lot quicker just to hook the battery charger up. I don't know why the battery's draining on this thing. I ain't dove that deep into it. But something's pulling on it because it keeps dying. Either that or battery's dead. I don't know which one. I hope it ain't the battery dying on me. But we'll find that out soon enough. Started right up. All these little bit. But then it died. See it? See if it works. Oh yeah, we got success, folks. That's about right there. Yeah. Yeah. That'll do right there. Before, when we were, it's probably going about 1,800 RPMs right now. 1,800 RPMs. That's about right. Before, it'd be all the way over here, 125 miles an hour going this fast. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're good now. Oh yeah. We have success. Look at how smooth she runs. Beautiful. Now we just got to put it all back together. On the other one, that is, not on this one. And we want to put some. We're gonna put a little bit of grease right here, but I ain't got any grease here. You gotta put some dielectric grease. These little spots right here for the odometer. But we gotta go to O'Reilly's to do that. I gotta pick some up. Now that we got success, we just gotta put it all back together now. Hopefully it goes back together right. Probably ought to clean that little grease up right there, backside of that cluster. I don't know that it's gonna hurt anything, but make me feel better. We're gonna try it again. We got it all back together. That's the same speedometer guts that we just tested out. It's all put back together in this unit. Everything's been tested, all the bulbs have been tested, everything's cleaned up. I hope it works. I don't know any reason why it would, but I'm hoping there's good reason why it does. Hopefully I didn't do too much wrong, but I don't know. We're gonna find out. It worked. Downloaded an app on my phone. It's right on. Speedometer's perfect. So that was it. There was transmission fluid in that little square piece. Who would have thought it? But it's fixed. We'll see if the battery holds. Got the little security light blinking right now. I would have thought it had gone out by now. Might be an issue with that. I hope not. That's the only thing I can think of that'd be draining the battery, unless it's just a bad battery. Been known to happen. It's the battery that came with it. Wheel bearings fixed. Wasn't nothing wrong with it except it was too tight. Whoever was messing with it before had the the nut for the wheel bearing just about a quarter turn too tight, and it was binding it up there. So I fixed that. Other than that, I'm gonna clean it up. She's ready for a new home. Know anybody that's interested? It's going on the marketplace probably in about 3 or 4 days. As soon as I get everything cleaned up on it, buttoned up, glass clean, tires shine. Got a good set of tires on it. Runs good, handles good. It's just all around a survivor. So stay tuned, folks. Like and subscribe. Share it. If you learned anything, if you liked it, if you didn't like it, share it anyway. Comment and give me some feedback. I need some feedback. You know Facebook likes that stuff. So like, share, subscribe, whatever you want to do. 10-4, over and out, standing by.